Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Path of Exile. First of all, a happy 2017 to you all. May you find a lot of joy playing this game or anything you do with your family and friends as well. My name in this game is called Miuma. Do feel free to add me in LaceInExile as my account name. We can play some Path of Exile together. So this right now I'm going to just do a casual video on talking a little bit about my experience going through the two leagues. As a new player, what kind of experience I can share with you. If you are thinking of starting off this game because some of your favorite games may be in limbo, Marvel Heroes, you may want to try something new, and it's free anyway. It's really free to play game, so it's really nice. Highly recommend if you like to join me and play it together. That's very cool as well. So now I'm at cruel difficulties. I'm level 59. Things get a bit harder now because I'm new, of course, that one thing, and and it is really getting harder. You have to be a bit aware of where things are. You can't really face tank about everything that moves and so on. So that is also part of the fun about this game, really. To see how far you can get with the kind of knowledge or gear you have. So in the first league, what I've done was to just play what I feel is right. It was fun actually as a good learning experience, but soon I realized that it's very hard to get past. It's very hard to get past certain content if you don't have the right build or right talent distribution and stuff like that. So I highly recommend whoever want to start this game. You can always experiment the way that you want to play a character, but at the end of the day, it's good to research on what would be good to for a hero and so on. All right, so I think I talked to some of you. Some of you may not be wanting to start this game because it doesn't look great. You started off at the lab one, you didn't like it because it's very different. They don't really have the power that's given to you when you level up, but they require to be creative. So this game is a lot about creativities. What are these people, man, really? So this game is really a lot about creativity. You can mix and match the build that you want, mix and match the power that you want. There's not really a lot of limitation on what you can or cannot do. Well, there are some constraints in the game, but you can use just any power that you can from different various classes. The line is not drawn that way. Decision matters a lot because whatever decision you make, you probably have to stick by it as you level. So there's a certain kind of you have to work within what you have, and you have to work within your just very much your decision as the build that you want. You can't really like Marvel Heroes or any other game like Diablo to halfway change the way that the build, change the way your you can still pick different power because everything is by germ. What I'm talking about, all these are like germs out there that you could put in. But you could change your power, but by and large, the passive tree, the one that defines your hero, is not something that you can change easily. At first, I was a bit reluctant when I heard about it, but I realized that it's actually good. There are something that I need to make a decision of, something I don't. So I feel that my decision matter. I feel that I am, like, for example, right now I'm a Scion, and I am what in the world is all this noise out there? Oh yeah, it's on the other room. Yeah, you have to pay attention to the noise as well. So I got the blessing, and I'm awesome for a while. So yeah, you have to really pay attention to all this sound and what the mobs are doing. You can't. There are builds out there you can face tank, I'm sure, but for new player, it probably is not helpful to say that the game is easy or what. This game is very challenging, unlike other games I play. So the build matter and everything else that matter as well. That make it really fun, at least for me. So what advice do I have for new players? I think try to stick around for Act 1. I think for normal mode, there's a waypoint here. So I think for the normal mode, just use that opportunity to try different kind of germ, different kind of power. Just be crazy. Build a character you think you want to play as. I think that is probably my advice to you. Wow, these guys are terrible. This guy really hard. This guy, like, you know, I really hate those things that in a merciless is they would like kill you within seconds if you are not careful. Yeah, I don't think I can talk too much about this game right now. It's just, man, this is like let me just do a debuff. A bit of concentration. So I was hiding behind my totem, by the way. I don't know whether you guys see it or not, because because those things shoot a lot of bullets. It's really hard. In this part of the dungeon, though, there are two kind of mobs. So one kind of mob is the one that shoot a lot of bullets. Another one is the one that. But this is the third kind. Actually, there are three kinds, and I'm being cursed. What curse is it? I'm cursed. Increased physical damage and degeneration on you have increased effect. So all these things matters. You have to kind of like pay attention as well. Just now I was being rooted in one of the corrupted dungeon. I was facing the boss, and I think my DPS is fine. It's just that sometimes survivability as well. I think it's all fair game. You kill them fast, they kill you also fast. So they were like having kind of like a snow, freeze kind of thing. Yeah, some kind of like freeze kind of thing that I was being frozen. I couldn't move out. I used all my flasks and I'm dead. So I think in retrospect I really should have some kind of like in retrospect I really should have some kind of like what in the world is this, man? Some kind of flask that help me get out from the stun or, you know, freeze effect or whatnot. So I was being frozen. So in front there's a bridge. Oh man, this is getting hard stuff, man. So let me see. Have to. Man, this guy, you see that? I mean, the health can drop really fast because all these projectile thing are really hard. I mean, in all fairness, I think, you know, we are also rather strong as well. So I think this is a fair game. It's a very fast-paced game, by the way. It's very, very fast-paced. Although it may not seem so when you look at the way that a character moves. And now this is a bridge. I need to size up what are the direction that is going to be. So there's nothing here. There's over the other side of the room, nothing here. So if I open the bridge here, it will open this area here. So I don't know, man. You'll see 10% of penalty if I die. That's always horrible. 45. So I think it's on this side as well. I need to get ready. A bit of concentration here. There's a hand here. Wow, I'm not quite sure whether I should venture too far into places that I haven't opened up yet. But I mean, the location of the bridge wasn't that fantastic because normally there are a lot more, like, you know, chest items for you to get as well. But I'm not entirely complaining. There's quite a number of orbs, some card, chaos orb, yay, right? So that brings out the second topic I'd like to talk about on as a new player. So I think just to recap, orb of chance. Just to recap, what you need to do is just like go through Act 1, you know, just complete it as a new player. Don't give up. It's really fun. Act 1 may seem a little bit gloomy or not, but this game is very gloomy and kind of like bloody in a sense. But just go through Act 1, try out different kind of heroes, like all the germs that you have, different kind of power. Try out different kind of like passive tree as well. It doesn't matter. I mean, you know, you're leveling. You're picking out character that you may or may not like. So do that, and it will get easier as you get a gear, as you out-level the content. It's quite easy to out-level content. So I would say do that. And the second thing is that, you know, I think the first character you can go as far as you can. I mean, think of it as a challenge to yourself, because a lot of games these days are very, very simple, very, very straightforward, easy and stuff like that, which is not bad. I mean, you know, if you want something to just relax and so, but do know that this game challenges you, and sometimes it is fun to be challenged, and yeah, I mean, I would say go as far as you can. When you get to the second difficulties, like, you know, cruel, like I am now, every death that you have means 10% kind of like experience loss. So death means matters as well. At first you may say, oh man, I don't want to lose. I mean, I think none of us want to lose in a sense, but sometimes if it's really part of the game and you feel that, man, I've done all I can, there's nothing in the game that hinder me, it's not that, you know, clunky, I couldn't see and stuff like that. Sometimes it happens, right? You know, in some games, you say that, wow, you know, I can't see, I can't move, and that's why I die, kind of thing. This game probably won't have stuff like that. If you die, you deserve it. So it is yet another really fun things here that you go as far as you can for the first one. Play the league, which is the season. There's some challenge there, some objective force you to learn the game as well. There are challenges. If you get 10 challenges like this footprint here, you see the footprint here. Right? I've got it from my last league. I've completed 10 challenges. Rather hard, but it's a good way to learn the game, like crafting and stuff like that. So I would say, you know, try to do that. I mean, even if you can't complete, so what? You can do another league and stuff like that. But for the second character, I would say if you are playing the second character, do research what you want to play, because I think after the first one, you kind of understand the game and kind of understand what is important in this game and how this game works and so on. Then you can go to the internet and find out, like, let me just focus a bit here. Then you can go to the internet and find out, you know, what are the builds that will be useful for your hero, for your character and so on. And then the second lead, it will be something more. What? I'm trying to, like, you know, see here. So the second one, you just like me, my second character, do a little bit of research, and it really is a world of difference when you pick the right skill, when you pick the right passive tree and so on, germs and so on. It make a lot of difference here. So, you know, it's good. Hang on, this recover life and spirit. This is immune to freeze and remove freeze and chill on you. So this is kind of useful. Like I said before, 2-5 something, you know. Yeah, like I said before, I mean, this is the stuff that is kind of useful. When I was frozen, you know, there's nothing I can do but to die to it, then it's not really fun. So again, it's something that you could change the way that you play and be better. So, you know, even when I lose 10% XP, I say, okay, I mean, it's kind of feel a little bit bad about it. But at the end of the day, I learned something that those kind of like debuff are horrible. So yeah, that is it. I'm playing a little bit cautiously right now because I mean, things are getting a bit serious here, especially the end of Cruel and also towards the new one, which is towards the Merciless. So now I'm getting to a dungeon and the wow, this one, let me retreat first, man. So you see, I've created like a choking point to sort of survive that. Now, if of course, you know, some of you are very expert and have really good gear and so on, what I'm doing kind of noobish. But I mean, you know, it's something that worked for me. I don't really want to die unnecessarily. Maybe a bit slower to the way that I play the, you know, complete the game and so on. I think a lot of you probably can face tank. A lot of veterans can face tank many of these like scenario. But I mean, I think it's just the way that different people approach the game a little bit differently. I tend to play a little bit defensive and so on. So yeah, I mean, ain't machine it, just the way that you play, I guess. All right. So sometimes I debuff, sometimes I don't. So I have a special debuff that you know, lower the damage output by a certain percentage. some of these could be useful. But you have to sort of like gauge between the two as well, because if you the casting is a little bit slow sometimes, because I haven't really buffed my casting yet. So if you have too many of those debuff and so on, then you may not have enough time to do the damage that you need. Right, so sometimes people ask me, why do I do a spell totem, link it with the Wither and so on. I think it's a rather new player friendly, because with the totem I can block quite a lot of projectiles if I place it correctly. So what I've done is I link the Wither, which is one of the debuff, one of the debuff skill, with the totem itself. Whoa, this side also. Now of course I got Fortify on my shield charge. I mean, wow, this is like how do I get to this part? I need to get rid of these people. Alright, so that's done. Okay, that's done. So I hope that'll give you some kind of motivation and some tips on how to start your journey with Path of Exile. Fantastic. And if you're still thinking, I mean, seriously, download it from Steam. I have played quite a number of free-to-play. I have not seen a true free-to-play game until like this game here. Everything is just cosmetic. The one that you pay money for, like this, like the back item I've got, like this very cool back item, very nice, effect on a weapon. I mean, all these things enhance your experience while you play the game, and you support the game while doing that. But it's not mandatory. If you want to play the standard vanilla mode, you could as well. Also fine. This place is gruesome. I think I'm kind of close to the boss. Yeah, so there's a lot of things at stake right now, because I'm just like 4 bubbles away from the from leveling. Now, of course, I could go back somewhere and level a bit, but I don't think it's necessary. I don't know, man. I don't really have a strong feel to this, because it seems a bit hard right now. I can feel it the moment I make a mistake, which sometimes I do. Then I'll just die to. Yeah, I have to be a little bit careful. All these like bubble here are pretty nasty stuff. At least for my Scion. Now this is it free. Oh, okay. We'll do it. We'll do it.
I see it now, Wonder Child. You are but a reflection, a mirror that I must now break.
I'm not going to talk much right now. Where is the? Oh man, my heart beat like crazy. Try not to. Just move very fast, man. Okay, so that was it. At least I didn't die to Piety. I got tower key.
You should die.
And
1,000 times over for what you've done.
yeah, I'm sure she'll die 1,000 times over with so many of us kind of like looting and farming her and so on. So yeah, I mean, I hope at least you got like an idea how this game is like. Yes, it's pretty gruesome. I have to admit that. But it's a lot of excitement as well because decision matter, death matters, and it is a free to play game. So again, Happy New Year, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.